Hello and God bless you. This is year 2027, coming to you from my kitchen to talk about big minds, stop, look, listen, and see. This is all about getting you to think outside the box of normal thinking. Okay, here's a test I'd like you to try. Walk up to somebody, look them straight in the eye. Ask them, what do you see between me and you? Say to him, what do you see between me and you? Okay, now, you'll get a lot of weird answers, but what you'll learn is learn how to see what's really there. See, because some people say air. Of course there's air between me and you. Some people will say light. Some people may say space, distance. The answers are endless, what's between us. Oxygen, gases, vapor, space. It's endless, but it's a good example of learning if you're really alert to what's between us. Now, another thing to know is if you want to learn how to understand the Word of God and stuff like that, is that there's no absolute. It's like a story I'm going to tell you. I built a house. I painted the north side white, the east side green, the west side blue, and so on and so on. Okay. The guy come from the west side. He's seen the house was white. If I've got it right now, I'm not going to say I got it right. Let's say the west side's white. He sees the west side. He thinks my house is a white house. He doesn't, because he can only see from his place the very west side. But the east and west side, they can only see the color there. So they are single-minded. But really, my house is a multiple colors. See, that's an answer. All answers are right. They're just all similar. Okay. Let me try a few more things. After you have, learned the question, what's between me and you, and learn the distance, the light, space, distance, closeness, farness, all that good stuff. Okay, think about it. Okay, here we sat at a table, me and you, or any two people, and I sat to the right of you, which is east or west, whatever you want it to be. Okay, now, you'd say I'm sitting on the right side of you, but I say no, I'm sitting on the left side of you too. Well, between me and you on the right, there's distance. There's just a lot more distance on the right side. Got to go all the way around whatever there is, universe, or heavens, whatever. But it all works in a circle. It's called the Great Circle. Everything grows in circles. We see circles everywhere. Cells are circles. They're not perfectly circles, but they're circles. Sand is circled. Oxygen is in a circle form, so on and so on. Minerals, cells, you name it. It's a circle form. Earth is a circle. So you see, it's a great mind to understand that things are not always as we see them, just because we don't see every detail, because we see past it. But we actually are seeing what's in between us, like I talked about in the beginning. Ask somebody, what do you see in between you? And they'll try it. Some of them will be, no answer. Or, tell somebody you're sitting in front of them, behind them, on the left and the right at the same time, because you really are. It's perspective. Because it depends on the angle. It's just a different circle. Different angle. See, there's so many viewpoints. Just like you say, my car is white. Well, my car is not really white. At certain angles, you see the flaws in the paint. You see the white paints, little circles of paint, not perfectly if you get close enough, bright enough light, and so on and so on. You just find out that different angles, you see different details. The farther away, the more. My car doesn't even look like a car. Far enough away, closer, it looks like a car. You see the dirt and stuff on it. Closer, you see the flaws in the paint. Then even closer, you see the flaws in the middle. That's just things that we must realize that are there. So being a big mind is a lot to it. Begin to stop, look, and listen and see what's really there. Seeing the love of God, seeing the simpleness, seeing that it's just not what I think it ought to be, or what I was taught it is, it's more to it. So to say, I'm sitting on the right of you, the left of you, in front of you, and behind you, is the truth. But a lot of people argue with me over this. That's their priority. They like to argue, people do. But there's no need. And I'm just babbling off to try to give people knowledge, spiritual knowledge, so they can begin to open their eyes and see what's really there. Because until you realize what's in between you and I, you'll never realize what's beyond that. Because you only see the big objects. You begin to see the objects that are not seeable. The objects that you look straight through. Begin to see the objects that you overlook. The sand in the air, the dirt in the air, the many objects that are endless. And think of things, that's not absolutes. Because there's no absolute. It's not black and white. Nothing's black and white. It's not yes or no. It's details of answers. More detailed than you can ever imagine. Man was not made as a simple one-cell being. He was made of many cells. Complex. Intelligent. Made. Whether you can believe in science or religion, it doesn't matter. That still makes man intelligent made. Well, my time is running out. God bless your heart with Holy Kids Blowing You a Roy. I hope this was fun for you. It was fun for me. Then to dive into things that are not clearly seen, that are not always as people would like to be. God bless your heart. With Holy Kids Blowing You a Roy, thank you and have a wonderful day.